Hello children, we are starting with the third video of the chapter Python's, getting started with Python's fundamental portion. Okay, so now you know there are two different modes, interactive mode and script mode, and then Python is a case sensitive language. The first command which you learned in Python is print. So we need to understand now the complete syntax. Syntax means the grammar, the working style of the print function. And without even I am saying what is print, you have already understood. It's a command and it's a function. It's something which help you to display some which is given in the bracket as it is, depending upon the way you have given that, isn't it? Now with this third video we will be completing this week's portion or this week's section. So I will provide the notes for you, okay, not like the previous style where you will write the notes, because this is a new chapter for you, so you have to understand it. Very important that when you read or write the notes, you need to put the date properly, the heading properly, exactly as I am giving. And trying it out is very important. Don't wait for 1 week to complete to try it out. Every day, or at least like alternative days, you need to work with your Python to get a feel of it. Like if it was in school, every day you'll be having one period, out of which 2 days or 1 day definitely you are going to the lab and trying it out, all the commands which you are learning. Okay, so the similar practice should be there at home, because we need to learn it and get a feel of it. Otherwise definitely you will forget. Just like you learn a new language and you forget it, this also you will forget it. So I don't want that to happen. So let's learn the print command. Okay, so we are going back to which mode? The shell mode. I can show you the answers here, or I can show you the answers in your script mode too. If I want, I can just close it. Still your other mode which you just typed, the previous video, that one is still there. So now if I wanted to take the shell mode, I have to just press F5. Sorry, I pressed the wrong one. See? The mode K. So even if I close it again and again, like there is no option to clear this for the time being. So once you reach the end and you need to refresh it, you have to just close and restart it. That's all. Okay. So for that you have to keep your print this mode very clearly. Okay. No, script mode should be there in your hand to take your shell mode. That means this one. Okay. Now one more thing I just wanted to show you is that, see, here also it is showing you the path where the Python is installed. You saw that? So from there also you can figure out from where you are actually storing all your Python commands. And see, the program which you are running is 11t1.py. This is a program which you learned, isn't it? The last program. And we were here, correct? Yes. Now let's finish off this, okay? So I was just going to talk about print. So print is a function, or I can say print is a command in Python which only takes small letters. That is why it is identified as a command in Python. Otherwise, if I write here see capital, that will come. I pressed F5. Okay, see print, it will come as such. So here inside this, whatever I wanted to give, I can give. Okay, that was an extra. So now if I don't want any of this to be printed again, that means I can comment or I can deactivate those commands and keep it here itself, even if I run the program. Meaning I am putting here 3 codes, okay, and I'm closing it here. Now let me run, okay, I'll just show you what happened. Those 3 commands are not here. Now they are called, what I did type double quotes 3 times, they are called multi-line commands in Python. When I put a multi-line command, what will happen? Those commands are going to hide or deactivate your commands which you have written in that particular script. Understood? Other command which you have not commanded will be running or will be executed. The command which you have put in the command will not be executed. So you can write if you want anything also over here. For example, I can say will never come in the output, isn't it? Which you saw. So when you wanted to see the output and then you run the command, this is it. So for you to understand that, I can put like this. So if I write a big program also and then I wanted to show you only a specific set of answers, then the other code can be kept inside what you call as a single or double quotes. I can't put single quotes there, 3 double quotes. When I put 3 double quotes only, I can command a lot of commands as such. I will show you one more afterwards, but the main idea of this video is to show you about print, otherwise I'll deviate from that. So let's go back to print. Okay, now let that be there. I'm going to put 4 into 3. Now after seeing the answer, you should tell me how what is coming. Okay, 64. How you got 64? Any idea? 4 raised to 3. Correct. So into 3 is 4 to the power of 3. Let's come back here to make it more clear to you. We'll go for something which is into 2. You already might have guessed the answer. Correct? Yes, 25. So it's 5 to the power of 2. So without even going to any mathematical operations, you already learned certain new aspects in Python using print command. You just learned that apart from the 4 basic calculation maths, that is plus, minus, into and division, it shows you into divisions another version, that is to display the decimal and to display the whole numbers, that is by and by 3. 4 by 3 and 4 by 3. That is how you say. Then instead of writing 5 to the power of 2 like in max, we have to write 5 into 2, which does the same. Now quotient is displayed. What about the remainder? Okay, for percentage 3. Okay, see, 4% 3, remainder is 1. Which in which class you learn like this? In your 3rd or 4th standard, correct? No, the normal division. Okay, so 4% 3. Now the same way, if you want to show that is the C5% 2, not 5% 2. Let's go for something whole number. Okay, so 6%. Sorry, 6% 2. What are you supposed to get? F5. Always it will ask save, yes, and it will give 0 because it's going to be completely divisible, isn't it? So like that, 6 by 2 will give you, and I'll show you that also. 6 by 2. Just look into the last one only. Okay, so for that, what am I supposed to do if I want to look into only the last one? Yeah, put it into the comment. So these all are commented. I only have 6% 2, and I'm going to add to that 6 by 2. You know that 6 by 2 is completely divisible. I just want to show you. See, 3 is the answer. But if you write 6 by 2 like that, it will give 3.0. What if I write, I'm pressing tab, okay? I am pressing tab, alt tab. That is how I can just go to the different styles which is I've opened and kept, okay? So, yes, alt tab I am pressing. And I'm going from the one particular portion to another. So 6 by 2, here I am putting 6 by 2, and then same thing I'm running. So there, that 0.0 is gone. So you understood how the answer comes. This is very important because in print command, how your mathematical functions are identified. If you write properly, then only we will be able to get the output. Output based questions are a common kind of a question. That is, command will be given and you have to give the output. So by and by does the answers or produce the answers differently. I hope it is clear. Now let's move on to what I was talking about, print. Okay, so it's enough of working here. So I'm going to close this. I don't want to continue the working here. So what I will do, I will press new file. So a completely new one. If you want, you can close that old one. So that's gone. and you're working with your new section. Okay, good. So I will again write here. Okay, now I'll show you something which I told. That is single line command. I'm putting a hash and I'm writing, but that's displayed in a different color, so you won't see. Working with print. Okay, see, difference is there. Now what I'm going to say is, I'll just show you. Okay, I'm just going to print 10, 20, 30 like this. The comma as a separator. Why it happened like this? Because I pressed F5 to run, but I have not saved the program. So you're first supposed to save the program. So it's 11 T2 for me, trial 2. Okay. Okay. The answer is here. What is happening? 10, 20, 30 is printed exactly as it is. Now let's see the variation. So I am just clicking over here. It came back to that place. I am adding something. SEP stands for separator. Quotes is to be given there. Okay. /n. /n is a special kind of a character assignment in Python which will help you to identify what you are going to see now. The difference. Separator is a full expansion of SEP. SEP equal to /n. /n means new line. So I hope you understood. /n will help you to display the same set of numbers which you displayed in one line in different lines with the help of the special command. /, okay, see the slash. You can't put the other one, then the error will come. You can't, you won't be able to display it. See? That's it. Coming a slash, no error. /n is going to come. Just ignore this part because you don't require these things and all. I said error, but that's not the error. It's actually going to display whatever I am putting there as quotes. See, but if you write the other slash, only then it will come properly. So what did you learn? Print command, apart from printing one statement in double quotes or a mathematical calculation, you can have a lot of print or lot of numbers or lot of names can be printed. We call whatever you give inside the prints bracket. This is the prints bracket. Now if I simply give this print bracket, you will see later, I will just show you. Whatever you give in the print commands bracket, we call it as arguments. So in that case, 10, 20, 30 SEP are arguments. Previous case, that welcome to Python, that was an argument. Then hello was an argument. Then whatever I did, 10 plus 3, so 4 plus 3 was an argument. 4 minus 3 was an argument. 4 into 3 was an argument. 4 by 3, 4 by 3, 4 into everything. Whatever I gave, that was a single argument. But now you have 4 arguments, out of which the last argument has an assignment. Because I am giving an equal to and I am putting a /n, which will help you to print the values in separate lines. Now let's continue. Okay, I hope you are able to understand what I am talking. So here I am putting okay, some of the names which I remember. Your names, okay? And just to show you about SEP's another style, SEP equal to quotes again, single quotes or double quotes /t. Some of you might have guessed /t, isn't it? Let's run. Now just pressing only. Yeah, what is the difference? The first one, you see, this is the command. I just see, I can show you like this way. This is it. The first command had the 4 arguments, out of which the fourth one has an assignment value called a /n, which is helping us to print the other arguments in different lines. So 10, 20, 30 was printed, correct? Now the next command, print, that is helping us to, I just close this and rerun it, okay, because I can show you properly. Yeah, once again. So that is helping us to this print without anything in the bracket, no arguments in the bracket. It is helping us to leave a line. You saw a line is left. If I remove that and again run, there won't be any line. That is helping us to leave a line. And the third print command is helping us to display Bhama, Kirtana, Govind, which are names given in double quotes with a tab space, because I have given /t. So print commands, two different new sections we learn. The value which is given in the print is called as argument. You can also put separator. See, with two values now you learned, that is /n and /t. Now let's remove this and see, okay, with or without that. The difference is clear. So I hope the things are clear to you. Let's conclude this video with one more, that is last, that is called end. End equal to, I am putting this in double quotes, okay, and I am putting in double quotes or single quotes. It's up to you what you wanted to give. Putting exclamation. Now let's run it, okay. You saw what happened after Govind, that 3 exclamation came. So that means end help us to display something at the end of the line. That can be given using your end. So how many arguments you have? Now 5 arguments, correct? That is Bhama, Kirtana, Govind, Sep and end. Sep is helping us to separate the values. End is helping us to end and give something at the end. Whatever you wanted to give, that can be given at the end. So I hope you have got the clear-cut idea about what print is capable of doing. Print is a function which is helping us to display the arguments given in the brackets. So with that, I am concluding this third video. The notes will be given to you as soon as this is over. So thank you. Okay, let's minimize this. Only then I can complete this. Okay. Yeah, so thanks a lot.